Alright, you guys. Hey, welcome back. Couple of things first before I start this. What if I know all the videos on my channel has been deleted? It's because I do not own this channel no more. I am a narrator and basically a character designer now. This channel belongs to Zach. I don't know why he won't come in here himself due to what if, but I'm just let y'all know right now. I'm getting paid for it, so I don't care. I helped him out the channel because it was originally mine. I didn't want to give it away, but hey, you go through some stuff, I guess. So this is what if Deku had a universal quirk part 1. I know this was an old story on mine on my old channel. Well, on my channel, but he wants to make it a little bit different. Now, let's get into the story. Deku will go through everything up until he counters the sludge villain. That's where things will take a change. Deku is still quirkless up until the sludge villain part. Now, Deku does go a different route home as he thinks it's a shorter route, but not through the sludge villain incident. He's not going to encounter the sludge villain. Bakugo will be encountering the sludge villain in the city still. Now, there will be a couple of characters added. I won't say names yet, but you're looking at them. A little sneak peek, you'll get to see all of them. Ooh, I forgot to add a couple of things. Okay, let's get into the story. Now, Deku takes a different route home. He takes an alleyway home this time, and Deku thinking about how can he become a hero without a quirk. He thought about being a hero, a quirkless hero, but it's not going to help him. He needs power. Now, Deku walks into the alley, and that's where Deku sees someone getting kicked through a wall. A guy had this quirk that Deku sees is surrounding him. It's almost like the colors of the universe. The quirk Deku will be getting. You guys, if I slow down, it's because I'm reading the document he sent me. Deku watches as he watched two people appear out of nowhere. Now, Deku realizing what's going on, this is a villain incident that Deku is watching. Now, V, this character right here, his name is V because he's like a vampire. His quirk, he can bite into someone and copy their quirk and give their quirk away. I said copy, not take his quirk, not take quirks. Deku sees V and stop the theme music real quick. Deku sees V and copy all from me. Now, copy all's quirk is he could copy any quirk and give it away while keeping that quirk. It's a boosted copy quirk. Now, back to the story. Deku sees them fighting as the guy with the universal quirk tells him, I'm no longer working for All For One. He's cheating us. And Copy All says we'll just have to kill him. Go ahead, V. V runs at him with ridiculous speed and tries to fight the man, but the man kicks V into a wall, creating a crater on it. Deku witnessing this, V somehow jumps back up and appears behind the man as he bites the man in his neck. Deku, realizing what's going on, tries to run out of there, but Copy All stands right in front of Deku and says, you will not be going anywhere. And Copy All makes another clone of himself, and the guy with the universal quirk starts to power up as things starts to crack around him. The building's cracking, the floor is cracking, and V is essentially trying to fight this man, but this man is too strong for him. Copy All clone runs up to the man, kicking him into another building, and after that, he grabs him by his hand, tossing him up in the air, then kicking him back down on the floor. Now the guy with the universal quirk is saying, this is too much. I can't escape unless I get out of here. Deku witnessing this is on his knees and saying, there's no way. Now since bit into him, V kicked him in his back and is essentially standing over him as he said, "It's over for you." Now, Capiol sticks out his hand as a burst of energy just incinerates the guy. He's gone. Now, Deku witnessing what was going on. Deku doesn't know what to do. He's frozen. As Capiol says, well, we have a witness. I'm afraid we'll have to kill him off. V says, wait, how do you know you just killed somebody? But can he be proven useful? We need a new member anyways. As V asks Deku what's his quirk, Deku is frozen. He can't think of anything to say. V says, won't tell me. I'll find out myself. And Capiol says, no need. I'll just copy his quirk and see what it is for myself. He tries to copy Deku's quirk, but he says, this boy is quirkless, actually. V looks at Deku and says, quirkless? Well, I guess we will have to kill him. There's nothing he can really offer to the table. As V says that, Deku says, I'm going to lose my life. As Capiol says, well, go ahead, V, kill him. As Deku says, wait, why are you going to kill me? I don't have a quirk. I won't tell anybody. As V looks at Deku, he's like, tell me, what's one thing you wanted to be in life? Please, and tell the truth. I'll kill you if you lie. Deku says, I wanted to become a hero. This was surprising to V and Capiol, as Capiol says, well, you could have been the first quirkless hero. And V says, wait, wasn't you the one who said I had to pick a hero to rival me? And Capiol says, I did say that. Why? V says, well, I want him to be the hero that stops me, if he can. Capiol says, but he doesn't have a quirk. As V says, I'll give him one. Now, V bites into Deku's neck as Deku starts to feel blurry and dizzy. As Deku says, what did you do to me? He says, that guy's quirk you just seen, you now have it. Now, this is Deku's universal quirk. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z. That's how I try to do it, but this is his universal quirk. I'll probably be fixing this. Deku, this is what Deku doesn't look like now. He's still in his school uniform. So Deku, before Deku passes out, V tells him, well, you're going to be another bother, but if you could stop me, I invite you to. Now, Capiol and V vanish from the site as actually All Might and them appear. All Might was actually looking for Capiol as Capiol healed All Might to an extent to where he could do hero work for 25 hours. He just needs an hour break. The reason why Capiol healed All Might is because this is a character who likes to see both sides, even and see whose determination is stronger, his or the hero's. Now, he is a villain, as we all know. And All Might sees Deku passed out. Now, All Might takes Deku to the doctor. The doctor that helped Orphan One is Deku's doctor, and he realizes there's something up with Deku. Deku has a quirk. As he says, this is a stronger quirk. I could probably use him for a Nomu. Now, when he says that, V and Capiol appears back in the room, and they're like, well, how's the boy doing? As the doctor knows who this is. He says, Capio, and he says, I heard what you said. You will not be touching this boy at all. You got that? As the doctor says, yes, Capio, I understand. He says, remind you, if he leaves the hospital with a scratch, a mark, if you even dare touch the boy, I will kill you, and I'll let All for One know. I like to destroy anything that's proven useless to me, as you are to me. I'll be visiting One for All, but just remind you, do not touch the boy, or you will die. The doctor looks at him and gets on his knees and says, I'm sorry. I won't touch him. And V says, yeah, I know you won't touch him. Now, they vanish from the room and the doctor wait, it's been a couple of hours. The doctor tells Deku he essentially has a quirk. We contacted your mother. You've been out on a coma for a month. Deku grabs his notebook, grabs everything to see All Might sign his notebook and a little message to say, get well soon. Deku goes back to his house and there's news reporter everywhere. They're saying what happened to Deku, and Deku's mom comes out the door crying, hugging him and all that. Deku decides to tell his story as when this went all over the world, a new villain named Copy All. This is how he makes his entrance. Now, going to the villains, Copy All visits All for One and says, I know you've seen the news, All for One. And All for One grins and says, yes, I have. Who is this? And he says, well, these are my boys that I gave quirks to. I'm training them to become a villain. And Copy All says, do you remember our deal? And All for One says, yes, I do remember our deal. He heals All for One to where his face has been restored. All injuries had been worn off him. All for One says, this feels so much better being myself again. And Shigaraki says, who is he? And Copy All says, someone you want to get to know. He touches Shigaraki's head, giving Shigaraki 2 quirks, a strength quirk and a high sensing quirk. Now, the strength quirk, he is 30% of All Might strength, so he's not that strong, you guys, but his quirk has been boosted. The sensing quirk is a high sensing quirk, boosts all senses. Now, Copy All says, so where's this Nomu that could take down All Might? You know I have restored All Might, right? And All for One says, yes, I know. You know, it's been a while since I seen you. And Copy All says, yes, I know. That damn light hero in America is really starting to bother me, so I paid a visit to Japan. And All for One says, well, nice. It's been a while. You're one of the people All Might hasn't been able to take away from me anyways. As Copy All says, All Might is nearly All Might. I'm stronger than All Might right now. Shigaraki is sitting there confused in his head. So this must be one of his old friends. Kurigiri is just listening. He is just listening as Copy All says, well, can I see this Nomu? As All for One says, Kurigiri, take us. As they take everybody to see the Nomu. The Nomu stares as he says, does it have any personalities? All for One says no and listens to Shigaraki's voice. Copy All says, call the Nomu to you, Shigaraki. And Shigaraki says, Nomu, come here. And as the Nomu walks towards Shigaraki from out the shadows, Copy All says, wow, I really didn't think he was able to do nothing like this. As All for One says, do you have anything like this? And he says, no, I just have those boys. They're essentially like the Nomu, but more hot, more stronger, I would have to say. Shigaraki says, stronger. V says, yes, I'm way stronger than that Numu. Probably. Kabuto says, V, you're gonna have to work on your confidence. That's exactly why I'm sending you to UA. All for One smiles as Shigaraki says, what do you mean? You'll be working as a hero. So I could help All for One know where All Might's at all times. V smiles and says, yes, I'm going to become the greatest villain that everybody knew, that everybody knows. I'm going to be known across the world. Shigaraki says, well, nice try, kid. That would be me. As tension starts to build up from the two. If I didn't show you earlier, this is V, and essentially this is his all the boys he has a transformation quirk. Now, where's his transformation? This is V's transformation. Now, Korgiwi says, well, please, Master, calm down. As Shigaraki says, don't tell me what to do. Now, let's see. Copy All says, well, it's nice seeing you, All for One. I hope you feel better and you didn't forget our deal, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to show you that. All for One says, no, go ahead. Copy All copies the Numu's quirk. He still retains his original form. He has a transformation. It's just not been drawn out yet. Now, Capio says, well, I'll be on my way back to my headquarters. See you when you try to take down All Might, I guess. As Alphonse says, yes, I'll be seeing you pretty soon. Now, Deku, back to Deku. Deku, now given a quirk, has been a couple weeks and everybody knows about him. Bakugo says, is it true? Do you have a quirk? And Deku shows off his quirk. He starts to power up as the room in the school starts to shake. Now, Deku says, Kachan, I'm not the same Midoriya you know. I'm going to still become a hero with this quirk, even if a villain gave it to me. Bakugo says, whatever, nerd, your quirk is not better than mine. As Bakugo is actually more confident. He smiles while telling Deku this, because Bakugo has one for all. Bakugo got this quirk while the sludge villain attacked him during the city. All Might saw his potential, gave him the quirk. And now we're going to skip to the 8th month's training to last week. Deku has been training by himself how to use his quirk. Deku doesn't know this yet, but he's way more stronger than All Might and hasn't even tapped into his full potential with his quirk. Deku decides to head down to the beach and he sees Bakugo fighting All Might as he knows they're training as Deku says, All Might and Bakugo? All Might says, Young Midoriya, how have you been? As they've been surprised. Deku says, I've been good, and Bakugo says, get out of here, you nerd. Don't you see I'm training? And Deku says, you're training Bakugo? As All Might says, yes. As Deku says, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. As All Might says, no problem. Deku is kind of mad that All Might's training, that Bakugo's getting training from the number one hero, All Might. While Deku gets mad, he unlocks an ability. While Deku says, well, I'll be out your way, he starts to fly as Deku says, wait, I'm flying? Bakugo says, what the hell, you nerd? As Omar says, so the quirk he gave him must be a flight quirk. As Deku says, well, I had to try this out, and just flies away. Deku notices that he has perfect control of his flying. And while he's flying, he lands, but doesn't land as soft as he kind of crashes into the ground. Now he runs into two people, a girl named Light and someone named Kid Zeus. Now I'm gonna explain the quirks. The girl can move as fast as light. Kid Zeus has a thunder, is able to regenerate thunder throughout his body, throughout his whole body. I'm gonna show you what Kid Zeus looks like. Throughout his whole body. This is what he looks like while he's powering up. Now, this gives him, he's able to move as fast as lightning and has super strength. This is all one quirk, just the lightning giving it to him. Now, Kizu says, well, that was a pretty rough landing. Deku says, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to land like that. Now, the girl with the light quirk says, wow, that's amazing. You're pretty cool. As Deku starts to flush and he says, I guess. Now, Kizu says, what's your quirk? And Deku says, it's a universal quirk. It's what it's called. Kizu says, wow, that kind of sounds pretty strong. Hey, do you want to spar? And Deku says, not in the city. And Kizu says, yeah, you're right. Well, I'm off. As Light follows behind him and she says, bye. And Deku just goes back home. Now it's time for the UA entry because everything goes the same. Either telling Deku stop bumbling, and yeah, except for the robot exams, there'll be three 0-pointer robots that'll show up. Now that Deku goes to think Uraraka as Ida says, "Are you here to distract her?" Just like in the anime, except for when President Mike says go. Deku says, I guess I could just let everybody get a few points. As Deku waits a whole 5 minutes. Everybody looks back and says, this kid must not want to join, must not want to be in UA, as Deku has the universal aura surrounds him and Deku dashes off. When Deku dashes off, he is destroying robots and sees people getting ready to destroy a few robots, but destroys them before they can. Ida goes to kick a robot, but Deku does the same thing as Ida says, does he have super speed? And how is he this strong? Deku is flying and he unlocks another ability. Deku says, there's about 10 robots. I think I could, wait. I feel something in my hands. As Deku stares, forms of rock start to form around Deku's hands, and he just blasts the rocks towards the robots, destroying all 10 of them at once. Deku says, I had to be careful. I didn't even know I could do that. Deku said that this move will be called Meteor Blast. Now, Deku's showing off as everybody's like, I knew that kid. That's the kid that got the quirk from the villains. Well, whatever quirk he has, it's strong. I only destroyed like 2 robots. Now, Deku realizes that he has to calm down. He thinks he racked up enough points to get into UA. So Deku says, I guess I could let everybody else destroy the rest. I'll just head back to the door and figure out what was going on with my hands. Now, V watches Deku as Deku walks past and knows exactly who he is. V walks up to Deku and he says, hey, I have to talk to you. As Deku gets shaken up and he's like, he's here? V tells Deku, if you blow my cover while being in UA, I will kill you. I just thought I'd give you a thought of that. As V actually destroyed robots himself. Now, that's when Uraraka yells, and Everybody says, it's the 0 pointer robot, run. Deku turns around and is watching everybody run back as he says that I should run, but that girl needs help. Deku starts to power up as I'm sorry you guys. That was not supposed to be there. That's a commercial. As Deku starts to power up as V starts to run towards Uraraka. Deku says, I guess he got Uraraka. And V actually jumps up into the air with ridiculous speeds. And Deku says, does he have a super strength quick or something? Now, V goes up to the robot and he punches the robot in his chest as the robot has a huge dent into it. Deku removes the rebel off Uraraka as all the teachers are seeing this. They're like, look at that teamwork. Do they know each other? And all the teachers said, no, it's possible. We made sure no friends was able to be around each other. They're realizing this combination these two's combination is pretty strong, and they never seen nothing like this. All Might says, wow, these two students. As V starts to punch in the robot even more, creating huge dents into it. And this time, the robot has been activated to fight back. Now the robot's trying to grab V as V keeps jumping. V says, if I didn't copy that Nomu's quirk while I had the chance, I probably would have been dead by now. Now, Deku carries Uraraka to the gate pretty fast as Uraraka says, wow, thank you, as she flushes, and Deku turns around to see the robot, and Deku rushes towards the robot, and the robot smacks V into the ground as all the teachers stand up from their desk. He gets back up and shakes the rebel off him as he's like, now you're really dead. As V actually uses the transformation quirk. Uses his transformation quirk. Let me see, where is it at? No, that's the villain I was talking about. Him and Deku runs to the robot as they both cock their fists back, and V punches the robot in its chest as that did so much damage, but when Deku went to go punch the robot where its face is, the robot explodes as all the teacher says, who are these two? These kids. Aizawa's is wide-eyed as he's like, wow. Now, they go to see where most of the characters, the main characters, will have their moments. You will see. Now, as we get to where Bakugo is at, Bakugo is destroying robots after robots, and the teachers are watching him as they're like, wow, look at him. He's not even stopping yet. As they said, let's see how everybody reacts to this. As they let out a 0-pointer robot, and Bakugo smiles, accepting the challenge. He says, it might be worth 0 points, but I'm gonna show everybody why I'm here. And Bakugo activates 20% of All for One as 15%, my bad. No, 20. Bakugo activates 20% of All for One and cocks his fist as he says, I'm not even going to use my explosions. Bakugo starts running towards the robot, dodging the other robot's attacks. Bakugo jumps in the air like Midoriya did in the movie, realizing that his legs are basically screaming at him as he's like, this is too much. As when he jumped, he used more than 20% of All for One. He cocks his fist back to essentially destroy the robot into pieces. Now, the robot is broken down as we switch to Kids Zeus and Light. No. Ooh, that's dark. As I need to switch that. I'm sorry, guys. That's a dark theme song. Kidzus and like, come on, yeah. Kidzus and like, the Zero Robot pointing robot shows up for them. As Kidzus tells like, get everybody to the gate. I'll take care of the robot. As lightning starts to crackle around his body, Kidzus says, well, let's see how strong and true you are. As he's standing there, Kidzus appears right in front of the robot. So the robot didn't expect it. It kicks the robot, denting it, giving it a dent. Kidzus jumps back as he's like, oh, you're pretty, this robot's pretty strong. As lightning starts to crackle around his hands, he sticks his hands out and says, lightning thunder blast, as this completely destroys